Hi everyone, welcome to Frankie at the Parks. My name is Frankie and we are here in my kitchen to bring you some Disney magic. We are gonna be making Mickey-shaped churros today. This is a very easy recipe, and the great thing is that most of the ingredients that I needed, I already had in the house. Before we get started, let's go over the ingredients needed for this recipe. For this recipe, you're gonna need 1 cup of water, 2.5 tablespoons of white sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 cup of flour. We're also gonna need half a cup of white sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon for the topping, as well as 4 cups of oil for frying. Before we get started with the recipe, it's very important to wash your hands. So let's go ahead and wash your hands, guys. Now let's get started with our Mickey-shaped churros. Okay, so we are gonna start by turning on our stove to medium heat, and on a small pan, we are gonna combine the water, the sugar, the salt, and the oil. We are gonna mix them together and bring them to a boil. So once our water is boiled, we are gonna remove it from the heat and we are gonna add it to our flour. We're gonna mix it all together until we form a doughy light texture. Just as a little heads up, this is very hot, so be very careful when you're mixing it. Okay, so once our dough is ready, we are gonna take a piping bag with a star tip and we're gonna put our dough into the bag. Be very careful when piping this into a baking sheet because it's very hot. So now that we got our dough into a piping bag, we're ready to pipe it onto a baking sheet. Just remember guys, this is very hot, so be careful when doing so. So now that we got our baking sheet, so we're gonna pipe our Mickey-shaped churros. Look at this. Look at our Mickey-shaped churros, guys. Did they came out good? This one's a little bit weird. But I think this one, actually no, this one might be my best Mickey. What do you guys think? Okay, so now that our churros are ready, we are gonna put them in the freezer for about 30 to 40 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that. For our churro topping, we are gonna need half a cup of white sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So we are gonna mix the white sugar and the cinnamon together. So you're gonna mix it until it looks like this. Now that our sugar is ready, we are gonna take a plate and pour the sugar on top of the plate. Just like this. And you want to use a large plate for your cinnamon sugar. That way once the churros are fried and drained, you just put them on here, cover them in sugar, and they're ready to go. Okay guys, so our churros are ready to be taken out of the freezer and we're gonna start frying them. Just as a reminder, your frying oil needs to be at 375 degrees. Look at this. So the main reason why you guys want to freeze your churros is that way they can keep their Mickey shape when frying in the oil. So now let's get frying. So our oil is ready to go. So now we're gonna take our churros and just put them into the oil. Okay, so our churro is already golden brown and ready to go. So we're gonna take it out of the oil and we're gonna transfer it to a plate with paper towels to allow it to drain. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious, guys? Wait until it's covered in cinnamon sugar. Okay, so now that our churro is ready, we are gonna grab it and put it onto the cinnamon sugar and just make sure it gets covered. We're gonna make sure it gets covered in cinnamon sugar. Look, delicious. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at all the cinnamon sugar goodness. Okay guys, so we are done with our churros. We made 6 churros today with this recipe. So they didn't came out perfect, but they came out pretty good. I mean, that looks like a Mickey to me. Weird Mickey, but still a Mickey. And just look at that. Look at all that cinnamon sugar, golden brown goodness. Okay, so now we're gonna break off a piece and we're gonna give it a try. Mmm. That's delicious. That's really, really good. This is a very easy recipe, guys. I really recommend making it at home. For a little extra magic, you guys can make it into Mickey shaped churros or any other shape that you guys want. If you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe and give it a like. Also, go ahead and check out my Instagram at Frankie at the Parks. I post a lot of content there too that I might not post here, so go ahead and check that out.